Tinubu is ready to grant interviews and partake in debates, Rufai Oseni. A prominent Nigerian journalist, Rufai Oseni, has addressed the return of the APC presidential candidate, Bola Tinubu, to Nigeria. Speaking on VOP, Rufai revealed vital activities that presidential candidates should embark on ahead of the 2023 presidential election. Addressing the topic, Rufai Oseni said, "Now that Tinubu is back, the APC may commence its campaign. We should also be given the opportunity to interrogate his ideas, as we have not seen anything from him. He keeps talking about what he has done in Lagos State, but we want to interrogate his manifesto." He continued, "Now that Bola Tinubu has returned to the country, I hope he is prepared for the presidential debate. He should also be prepared to address the press, engage in a series of television interviews, and participate in debates. He should be ready to debate with ideas. Other presidential candidates should also be prepared to personally partake in these activities." Absolutely, and I think we have to be strict on it. If you do not attend, again, I think we have to come up with an accountability system. We have to have a process. Again, we know how you have the primaries, and then the campaigns, and then we know what the process is like before the elections. And I just believe that INEC as a body should put in strict rules that you cannot miss a presidential debate, or you're out of the competition, you're out of the elections. That is how it should be, because really, how Tinubu won in 2019, the guy did not even appear to. So it was literally. I remember we had Fela Durotoye, we had Obiezekwe, and I think maybe Oshibanjo, I'm not sure, and maybe someone else, and Atiku. In fact, literally, we didn't think Atiku would show up, but I guess Atiku was the person you thought would not show up, but he actually did as well. But you had these individuals debating, and the person that ended up winning wasn't even a debate. So it was like, well, do you think it's just a joke? Like, you have, I guess, the little players, they can be the ones to do the debates, but the big ones don't. And that's just absolutely unfair and just unreasonable. How we need to interrogate his ideas. Absolutely. I think that's the best way to put it. Even Peter Obi himself, that seems to be the favorite for the youth, he is being interrogated by those that are his supporters and those that aren't. You need to be interrogated with your ideas, and the more you are interrogated, the more you prove yourself, and the solid your fan base gets, and the assurance that your followers or your supporters would have in you as a presidential candidate, that the more we go and the closer we are to elections, the more our faith is stronger, and we're like, yes, this person can be our president. And that's how it should be. So again, even up till now, realistically, will Tinubu show up for the presidential debate? I don't know. Highly unlikely, because, looking back with press conferences he did not attend, the NBA, looking at several interviews where obviously, Peter Obi has granted so many interviews, so as Shore and others. But if you compare to Tinubu, when he's asked, it's probably like a 10-second line. I think, what did he say? Competency, capability, and whatever. He says little things, and the things he said, of course, have been subject to ridicule. This is somebody who has been promoting corn and cassava as what would be as the benefits to Nigerians for voting him in. So it's like, wait, what? What are we talking about here? So you have Tinubu. I think it's highly unlikely he will show up to the debate, but I think we need to have standards. Like, as much as we don't trust corruption, we're not the only country to be corrupt. We need to get it together, okay? We're not the only country that has, issues. We're not. We just need a proper system of accountability. And the Lord needs to make scapegoats of certain politicians to show that, behavior like this should not be tolerated. And I think, it's a different thing with the level of disrespect for the Nigerian public when your countrymen don't even have to put in effort to lie. Like, how can we have missing funds when such a deficit, and you tell Nigerians that a snake swallowed millions of money, cash? Like, what? How? Before it was a snake, and then it was a monkey. Like, it's the lack of effort, it's the disrespect. So I think, to a very large extent, yes, countries can be corrupt, and we can't really trust the government, and they can lie, and they can do all these things, but it's a different form of disrespect and lack of accountability for the government just not to care. It's the energy given is, I will do what I want, and nobody will do anything about it. And that theme is just, I guess, it has been the theme for Nigeria's development in every aspect. Even security, you have people encountering police, SARS, whatever security outfit, and you on camera, policemen will say, well, I will kill you, I will rape you, and nothing will be done about it. So it's the same, you look at the people, look at our societal problems, and you look at our leaders. Well, there is a mirror reflection. I mean, it's not a far-fetched, it's not like as if the people are so civilized and then you have such a animalistic government. It doesn't work that way. Of course, I'm not saying Nigerians in total, but I think we have just accepted BS for way too long that it's become so normal, and so, we ourselves, we don't question anything, which is very, very bad. Like, it's horrible. Well, let's look at the comments section and what people are saying. How can Osheni be a prominent Nigerian journalist? He is foolishly loud. He does not behave like a professional journalist. Well, I do not know what this person is referring to, but okay. Are you saying that Tinubu is not supposed to come out and tell Nigerians what he has in stock and answer some questions? Well, even if Tinubu will be granting interview to journalists, Osheni should just consider himself not in that class. I mean, I don't think I have a lot of context to Osheni as a journalist for me to make a comment about, but I don't think what Osheni has said here I disagree with. Well, again, this is now a contrasting comment for someone who's saying, from my understanding of Mr. Rufai, he's one of the finest journalists in Nigeria. Mr. Tinubu should be able to come out in the form of a debate to tell Nigerians his plans for them. Exactly. I think it's more than you just telling me I will give you agbado and cassava. I don't know and bole or whatever he said, but really, it's more, okay, bring your ideas, let's interrogate it, let's compare it to the others who believe they have better ideas, and how can you defend your ideas? Obviously it's not easy for you to just say, oh, come and do a presidential debate, but hey, you want to be president, right? Well, answer the damn questions. That's how it should be. We should set the standards like that. And I personally believe that's how things should be. This guy should resign from Arise and just join PDP. Oh my days. He knows he will be roasted. I mean, can he not ask his mate Buhari? Do you know what Buhari goes through on Twitter on a daily basis? The guy goes through a lot, but again, the guy does not give a monkey what is being talked about him or what has been said. Like, he does not care. The guy, I don't think he's aware of what's going on in the country, So whether he be roasted or not, well, it's a given. Look at Donald Trump. Look at the likes of so many presidents in the world. You can't be scared of being roasted and you want to be president. Yes, it's not. Pressure is higher, but it's sort of things you're gonna have to accept if you're in that space. Put what you think about this in the comment section below, and do not forget to like and subscribe.